Ford. Hello and welcome to another episode where I'll try to figure out why I can't engage gear although foot is hard on the brake and this doesn't work. When you look on there, when you press the little lock button here, yeah, or unlock button, it meant to go back, but it don't, even with the foot hard down. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. What I also noticed that there is a little plastic. If you press that with something like a pen, you can release the lock and it goes into gear as normal, yeah? But it eventually gets harder and harder, and now it's really hard sometimes to push it. So we need to figure out why is that happening. So first of all, what we need to do is we need to establish if we've got all the brake lights working, because apparently if one of the brake lights isn't working or if they all are out, then there is a chance of basically this lock not to work. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I've been reading on the internet, and all the Uncle Googles told me that that's what can happen. So let's have a look. Okay, so far what I've established is that this sensor at the bottom here, with the green wires, this black sensor is for the gear release thing. This the blue white one is for the brake lights. So if you unplug this wire, this connection, then there you go. So this wire is unplugged now, and when you tap the brake a little bit, then you can't push the gear selector. It doesn't work at all, yeah? Nothing. You can't hear nothing, yeah? Now, if we plug it back in, yep, plug is back in. Can you hear it? Yeah? So it looks like the sensor for on the brake pedal is faulty. So it works occasionally. So I reckon the sensor had it. So it's time to remove the sensor and see if there are any part numbers or anything so that we can order one. So let's think how we're gonna get it off. Okay, nothing more easier than that. So what it is right, yeah. So it's simply push and twist, and that's it. There are these pins, they just lock in place, and that's it. That's just a push little toggle switch. Is it toggle switch? Correct me if I'm wrong. So let's have a look at the numbers, and the numbers are here, and that's what we need to order. So, but before, obviously I'll order it, but I want to take it apart and see what could go wrong. There are some numbers here as well. 3M5T13480AC. So that's what's gone, possibly. Right, so what we established is that after changing the sensors underneath the brake pedal, there was no difference. So we left everything as it was. So we took it apart. We literally took everything apart. There's the center console came out. Yeah, so you get to this place, to this part, and you get something like this. Yeah, so this electrical little board basically tells you what gear you're on, whatever. Now, what was causing the gear selector not to move forwards backwards is this solenoid. Give me that solenoid. Is this. That's a little plunger solenoid that when you put your foot on the brake, this meant to come out and it meant to push on this little plastic there. Yeah? Now try shifting it now. If I push this plunger in, it allows you to move this gear selector, yeah? Now, if you leave it in park and I won't push the plunger in, you can't. It's not moving. So, what we reckon is this solenoid needs replacing. Perhaps something is causing it not to work. So what we need to find out is that if we've got constant voltage here every time we press the brake, that means if this wire gets voltage, that means this is short. So you can have a look. You can even pause the video right now and you can search one for yourself if you get similar problems. Obviously we've got little switch here. I don't think that causes any problems because every time you press the button you get alert on the dash saying that someone is trying to shift the gear. So this little switch works. What causes the problem is this little plunger here, the solenoid. So we're gonna search for it now. Right, so we've got multimeter connected to this blue connector, yeah, to the board. So if you apply the brake now, yeah, you get 2.3 volts, and when you let it go, it goes off. And every single time you apply for brake, obviously it does make a difference. So you get the voltage. So the only thing that's shot here is the solenoid, which we can't find. That's the problem. Okay, show me what you've done with these extra wires, Mr. Electrician. No. Plug in. Solenoid in. Solenoid was working fine when we plugged in, like, what was it, 12 volts?
It is 12 volt on that.
Yeah, so
all these pins are 12 volt.
So yeah, nothing happens. You put your foot on the brake, nothing happens. But what you need to do is do some bypassing. First pin over there and first pin on this side. Yeah. Foot on the brake. And it works. So basically it's a bit, yeah, that one. It's a bit bypassing, I don't know what, but it works. So now we need to do some soldering and it should work. Yeah, Mr. Electrician?
No.
Yeah, so when everything gonna be put together, I'll show you how it works. Okay, so after fitting our magic additional wire, no, ignition on, foot on the brake, and this little magic piston moves away.
So this.
Obviously you need the plunger, this little, where is it? Shot out somewhere because it's spring loaded. Oh, yeah. just to no, yeah, there he is, but I need the spring as well. Found that, but where's the spring? Yeah, right, we need a spring as well. Ah, there he is, yeah, on the carpet.
Oh, here.
Yep.
Shit, the spring inside.
Right, so that goes there. Oh, there you go. Beep. So
press the thing.
Foot on the brake. This into drive, yeah? Reverse. Well, obviously it's here. Put into neutral. You can't move until you press the knob and it goes to reverse or park. And that's
So
how you save money.
Obviously, we bypassed it. So every time you're gonna be on the brake,
This little plunger will
it'll be coming out. So we can't really.
But it doesn't really matter because obviously, well,
at the end of the day, everything is as it was. We just added extra power. Hopefully there'll be no fault or anything in it when we drive.
Ford.
But
There's always fault of some sort. So you
Yeah.
won't even notice.
I've cleaned
So,
everything and
well,
it's
yeah,
nice.
like so, Mr. Magic Electrician added another wire,
Yeah.
so it
And we're all good to
works.
go.
Yeah.
After a short drive, we're gonna add a review, and then I can sell you the wire for £55
Plus VAT.
and fitting costs.
Yeah.